Would you like to look at some YouTube videos with me and identify some opportunities for emotional responsibility and self awareness? This is the Firm and Fair podcast. I'm your host, Spencer, and we have work to do. Let's get to it. Okay. So what we have here is just a red pill compilation of men and women's different dating experiences, just life experiences, and just helping us become more self-aware too. And as you can see here, a man who has no purpose distracts himself with pleasure. And I'll be honest, I was actually one of those guys. When I didn't have anything to do or I didn't have a purpose, I would distract myself with stimulants, depressants, other things. Let's see what we got.
I've never had a wealthy, fine man ask me what the fuck I bring to the table.
Whoa. Whew. All right. Let's just continue watching this.
That's probably because that man doesn't actually care about you. The reason he's not asking you what you bring to the table is because he doesn't see a long-term relationship with you. In fact, he's probably, also, doing the exact same thing with a bunch of other women.
That could very well be possibly the truth, to be honest with you.
Just because he's a wealthy, fine man and he doesn't ask you what you bring to the relationship does not mean he's going to give you a good relationship. It does not mean he is going to take care of you, because the second you stop giving that man what he wants, you're going to realize that just because he's got, a fuck ton of wealth and just because he's quote-unquote fine does not mean he is a good man. A good man will ask you right off the bat, what are you going to do for him in a relationship, so he knows exactly what he needs to do for you to make you happy. And if you don't understand that, then good luck, sister.
That's not nice. Someone's mad he saw a girl lifting more than him? No, I don't think the average man cares if a girl can lift more than him, to be honest with you. But I'll be honest, the average body lifter cannot lift more than the average male body lifter. The average female body lifter cannot lift more than the average male body lifter. But that's neither here nor there. Some of you women need to get a feminine edge to go on a calorie deficit. This is the day and age that we're in. Instead of us having healthy, tough discussions with each other, it's just people just bashing one another. When you bash people, we get nowhere. We're not piñatas. That's not how life can be lived. And then some of you men need to get a masculine urge to take testosterone to help with patchy beards and gains. Gentlemen, if you can help it, do not take TRT until you're well in your 40s. If you take that too early, it will change your body, and not in a good way. Let's see what else we got.
And I had been waiting such a long time for this, to come up against someone who could have killed me. Let me fight one more time!
Alright, I see you out there. I hear you. Wow. All right. This is a direct situation where you can actually learn about self-awareness. If a man was yelling at a conductor or a pilot, it looks more like a conductor. They look like they're on a train. If a man was yelling at a conductor like that, what do you think would happen? Ladies, if a man was yelling on a conductor, at a conductor on a train like that, what do you think would happen? There's a good chance he got a firm boot up the ass and right off the train. But the woman, why is she doing that? Why do you think she feels comfortable enough to yell at the conductor who's actually trying to help her get somewhere? I don't even know why she's yelling at him. Let's continue watching further.
I recently hit 1 million followers on Instagram. That's okay, I don't need to know your name. You look good and I'm only looking for a one-night stand.
Yes! No! Yes! I said no! And I said yes, and I said, what makes you think that you have more authority than I do.
Wow. That's someone who's truly not self-aware. He does have more authority than her since he's actually an employee for the train. We at least got to know, like, if you don't follow the rules, whatever happens and comes with it. And we as men, we know we got to follow the rules, because if you don't follow the rules, less carrot, more stick.
Makes you think you have more authority than me.
Because I do. I'm a human person.
And I can do it just as loud as you can.
Two whiskey bottles and 2 bottles of
Where
champagne.
we sitting?
He's handling himself pretty well.
Sorry, I don't have an Instagram, but can we talk about your bank account?
Weather outside is frightful, but that...
Satan, you will not try me today. Let's skip over this.
Stop arguing with females. They filter information through their perceptual biases that are predicated on their moral superiority. They don't see facts. They see mean, rude, good, bad. That shouldn't happen. It should be this way. I don't like that. Notice how they always start off with, I just feel like.
That's true. Men operate more on the parameters of logic. Women operate more on the parameters of emotion. Nothing wrong with either or. It's just that as a man, you better become more emotionally intelligent so that you can use your logic with your emotional intelligence. And ladies, you have a high level of emotional intelligence because that's just the way how life is lived for you. So it's much better to become self-aware too with that emotional intelligence. We can actually grasp more power when we see from both sides of the same coin.
I feel like when speaking on a specified topic, you will find yourself in a cyclical battle of reiterating the same points over and over and trying to get back to the point that you originally diverted from. It does not matter what evidence you present her with. If she doesn't like it, she will not acknowledge it nor accept it. If you tell a woman 2 + 2 is 4 and she doesn't like you or 4, you just became a bigot, homophobic, transphobic, misogynistic, sexist, or gay. If you tell her you like apples and she's an orange, you just told her that you hate oranges and your mother. If your favorite color is red and she's blue, you're a colorist. And they'll modify
Yeah.
by definitions and concepts to rationalize their position on
96.4% of the people that take the snowflake test fail. The first or second question on the test is, if someone spit in your mother's face, I'm going to say this real slow so that you're Dutch, remember. If someone spit in your mama's face, what are the choices? There's 4 or 5 choices. The choice that's most clicked is I would try to figure out where he was coming from and if he had a bad day.
For real?
Now, what the fuck does that have to do with spitting in your mama's face?
Exactly, nothing.
I would try to figure out if he had a bad day. Does that mean if he had a bad day, it's all right to spit in your mother's face?
No. Not at all. All right, well, that's enough for what we have going on right here for now. Hopefully we learned a few new things about becoming more self-aware. As men, we have higher level of self-awareness. And ladies, you're going to have a higher level of emotional intelligence. When we start crisscrossing paths with each other, we can actually start to understand each other that much better. That's the goal. All right? Thank you. If you're like me and you've never given up hope, stick around. There's much more work to do. This is about becoming firm in fear through self-awareness and emotional responsibility. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below. My email is thespencerperspective@gmail.com. This is The Spencer Perspective, and I'm out.